And we have our weather forecast. Bunny holds him up. As we'd have a Renault and that is fair to has hit the wall. It looks like he must have spun coming out of turns 2 and 3, and he has missing an end plate.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, I may have done it. I believe my Facebook account. Hopefully I can log in on Facebook because I definitely know that.
As after the first round of laps, James is top on the hard compound tyres, well ahead, 1.3 seconds ahead of Josh on the softs. Not many other top drivers have set top laps yet. What is the second Mercedes of Thomas doing at the moment? He's heading into the Sachs curve. Good through there. Nice corner that is to drive. Nice banked, which helps you drive through it. Through the final couple of corners. As Colpo goes to the top on the soft tyres. As full second ahead of James. As Thomas unable to beat his teammate. 2 tenths off his teammate, who is on 2 compound harder tyres. So I'd have to guess Thomas has made a mistake on that lap time. Or James is just that quick. And if James is that quick, then Mercedes have got their constructors.
Wait, why is James qualifying on all cars?
I don't know. Maybe he just wants to show. Maybe he's just that quick around here. He wants to show off. It wouldn't surprise. He's that quick. He's won the championship. He has no need to push. He may just be like showing his pure speed.
Yes, I'm in Torpedo League on my laptop.
Ooh, nice.
Yes. Okay, DMs. Mentioned. Yeah, we are waiting. Let's do. Management.
As Colpo comes into the pits, a lot of drivers coming to the pits now, as that's Godzilla all over the pit entrance there. Only 8 drivers have completed the lap. Looks like a lot of them have invalidated their lap times. Is this an in lap or an out lap for Jarno? He's on the mediums. I think it could be an out lap. So we could have a big lap from Jarno coming quickly.
Thomas, OMG, I didn't invalidate my lap time. Well.
But wasn't very quick, so you're gonna want to improve if you wanna.
Okay. Don't think I'm gonna bother signing into my Twitch. Might do for next one, but to search up Twitch onto here. Yeah.
Mercedes currently have a 3-point advantage over the rest of the field to win, and that's to win the Constructors' Championship here. That's a 46-point lead overall, and they only need 43 points lead when they leave here to win the Constructors' Championship after, as Fairs invalidates that lap time, to win the Constructors' Championship after their home Grand Prix. And with the way James has dominated the drivers, you'd assume they'd dominate the Constructors as well. And they have dominated, but not necessarily as dominated as they would have wanted.
we go. Here's the stream, and we've got okay. Yep, no one in the chat. There we go. That is perfecto. Okay, here we go. Oh, everything is set up. Here we are. Do we have any suggestions from Twitch chat? Who should we spectate here? We got Kimmy on his outlap here.
Kimmy currently P5 behind Thomas, which is a bit of a surprise. Kimmy usually been ahead of Thomas
Well,
this season.
I think he's lost his touch a bit, Kimmy here.
I'm sure he'll be very happy hearing that.
Yeah.
But when he first joined F1, he was consistently, like, he was a podium challenger.
Yeah.
Like, and he appears to, sadly, have dropped back into more of a back of the front of the midfield, well ahead of the midfield, I must say. But he's not a top runner anymore. I hate to say it, but he seems to be maybe dropping off. Although he has just set the purple sector 1. So Kimmy, if you're watching this, set a fastest lap and prove us completely wrong.
Yep, please do.
Because we would love to see some more race-winning drivers. We only have 3 drivers this season. Kyle with 2 wins, Branny with 1 win. Spoiler there for Monaco. Colpo just casually goes. Branny, speaking of Branny, he's currently second. A second off pole position, but still. It was close until Colpo set that lap.
Kimmy just behind Ferrari here. I think they're all on the actual lap as well, so they don't want to let anyone else through.
All Kimmy's blocked in the final sector by one of the Ferraris. Which Ferrari is that? That is the number 27. Which Ferrari is that? Is that Bogdan? I don't recognise the number. And no, it isn't. Bogdan's 69. It's Godzilla.
Yeah,
97, not
Ferguson in the chat.
97.
Kimmy's being held up. Yeah, I think he was. He was getting held.
And he's invalidated his next lap, and he doesn't have the RS to complete it anyway. So maybe that's why Kimmy's lost his touch. Maybe he just got unlucky. Let's see what people are saying on the YouTube comments.
Let's see.
And let me quickly go over onto the. Oh, great! I don't have it.
Apparently, James keeps on getting held up as well.
I mean, despite
see James on this.
He's on mediums now, actually. So.
Yeah.
He's on an outlap, so that's going to be a quick lap starting soon.
Yep. I'm just going to spectate James throughout this outlap and lap here.
Sorry, I'm going to have to re-sign into the YouTube account because apparently it's decided not to be working, so that shouldn't take too long.
Hello to my 5 viewers.
I have my 3 viewers. 4, sorry.
Nice. Total of 9 so far.
Actually, a question to both YouTube and Twitch viewers. What is your opinion? And this is, I think you can do the same as well on Twitch. But would you rather see a full screen like we have here, or would you rather have the smaller screen where we can see comments and viewers constantly on the right-hand side?
Yeah.
Because personally, I prefer the big screen. But if you guys would rather see a very slightly smaller screen, it's still completely visible, but you can see your comments and your views appearing on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
It's completely up to you. I'm fine with both. I probably would prefer the smaller screen, but as a viewer, I would prefer the bigger screen. So.
Just a question. Please answer. There go 6 viewers now. Hello.
As I'm now on the Torpedo channel, and you can watch and see what you guys are saying in the chat.
For some reason James is going quite slow. Confused. And Jano, actually surprised there. A 111.4 to get him second.
On my end, it's
so
fine.
far, no one's answered the question.
And now I understand what you were saying, Velvet Canyon. You're doing the F2. You're the one that's doing commentating on F2. So yeah, you'll be able to commentate on me then. So, and Owen. So looking forward to you doing that. I know the stream quality is terrible, but I can't do anything about that. I can see that from where I am. It is horrible.
Yeah, James coming out the way of Josh Emler. A lot of people in the lot, and that is a surprise to me.
Oh,
yeah, there's a time delay. Yeah, there's like 30-second time delay. That's fun.
I
anyway.
won't be able to do duo with you. Sorry, Velvet Canyon, because I'll be driving, so I will not be able to duo. Is it freezing or is it not freezing for those viewers? Because on YouTube this is. Because I know it's terrible quality, I can see that, but I can't see it freezing that much at the moment. But I have seen when making highlights that it does do that. And I hate it when it does that. But I'm afraid I can't do anything. I can't move the Wi-Fi any closer to my TV. Because I'm with Virgin, and for Virgin you have to have the Wi-Fi with the TV box. And I don't have a TV box on my PS4. So I can't get it, and I'm not willing, well, I doubt I'd be able to get a Ethernet tech cable to go from the living room up a set of stairs up into the room in which I have my PS4.
This is actually a surprise. Bears all the way down in 13. 13, sorry.
So for the top guy in the last couple of races, not a great qualifying so far.
Yeah, also we've got Bogdan back in. Is that a short thingy? Oh, Kyle! With a 111.9 to put him up in third.
Red Sea Kyle qualifying well.
There's a good qualifying there from Kyle. Can Bears get any higher? I sure hope so. I want this to be a great race today, as it is the penultimate race of season 1. And here we are. No, 4 seconds in. Yeah, okay, never mind. Just not the right track for Fairs here. And Ivan as well. Manu and Ivan are down in 11-12. Here we have a question from Dammers here. How do you think Tim and Contis will do in F1 next season? That's actually a very good. That's a very good bit. Sorry, let me restart. That's actually a really good question. That I think they're going to be very good. I think Tim's going to do well in the qualifying, like he does in F2, and like put it into F. Sorry.
Would you like me to answer the question?
Yes, go on then. I cannot speak.
My prediction is the 3 people that do get promoted will be incredibly quick. Because look, Kimi, he was Contis was actually quicker than Kimi, and Tim is even quicker than Contis. So I think it's fair to say that Contis will, if we say that Kimi is sort of a back of the top drivers, sort of bridging that gap, although he isn't showing it really at the moment. But anyone on a flying lap, I can quickly spectate as that's Reese completing his lap. So Contis is more. I think Contis maybe will be right on the tail of those top drivers. Maybe around Kyle, maybe between Kyle and Jarno, that sort of area. But then Tim, I think he'll be up there with Jarno. I think he'll be definitely one to watch out for. But F2 and F1 cars, very different things to drive. F2 cars, I mean, probably biased as I'm driving in the F2 season, much harder to drive in my opinion.
Yes,
and of course Owen's just the same, he's also an F2 driver.
Yes.
Yeah, the traction on them's horrible. and it is a very different car to drive. They are heavier, less downforce. But in the end, we won't really know until the season kicks off. And we don't actually know what teams they'll be driving for yet. So, first we'll let the drivers in this league decide. As that's Ivan retires.
Oh no!
Is that in the pit lane?
Is that? Yeah, that's in the pit lane. I'm pretty sure.
Let's see. Where's
I
Manu?
can't see a racing point out except for Manu.
It's Manu, and he's yeah, and he's.
No, it was in the pits.
That's good for him then. As I think Godzilla might have backed out of this lap, unless I'm mistaken and he wasn't on the lap. That could be my bad. As Kimi on a flyer now, on fresh soft tyres. So Colpo currently on for pole position. Manu currently in second. It's a very mixed up grid we have so far.
What is Kyle doing? Kyle has just went straight into the wall and he still didn't get. What on earth was that?
That's Kimi through the penultimate corner. Into the final corner, Kimi. Can he go pole? Only fifth for Kimi. A second off pole position.
Oh, there you go, Kyle.
Did he finally hit a wall hard enough for him to retire?
Yes. Yes.
But are we penalising retirements on track and qualifying?
I
don't think that's a rule yet this season anyway, for either way.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, we are going to... Yeah, okay, I won't say it, but let's just say...
Yeah, well, I'll say it because well, I don't know why. Yeah, we're going to add a few more rules into next season, slightly season, other leagues, and that is an example of one of them, which is no retiring on track because it's just dangerous. And you may cause yellow flags, which other drivers may or may not slow down for, or if you don't ghost, you may hit them. So yeah. And I would like to just confirm you have my full concentration returned. I've given up. And I'm returning completely to you.
Forever Sin in the chat. Unlucky mate, you'll make it up for... Oh, he's replying to Josh M. He invalidated a lap which was a 1:12.6, which would have put him quite high. But... he's just trying to keep him on. Come on. Alright, while there is a slight pause, try and get this question again. Would you prefer with the normal big screen or the slightly smaller screen with the comments on the side so we can read them straight away? And another question from Forever Sin: Who do you think will win? Hand that over to Jackson if he's there.
Yes. Was that who was going to win?
Yeah.
I am going to go to bold. I don't think it's bold. James. It's the boring one. It's James. He's on the better strategy. He's on the medium tyres. He's the lead.
To be honest,
runner.
If I'm going to be 100% honest, I want James to win. Because I know he's won a lot, but this is his home race.
He's dominates. Yeah, it is his home race. When we did his interview, I don't know if it was in the interview or whether it was after or before the interview when we were just having a chat. He did say that one of the races he does want to win is Germany. Because it is his home race. And of course, I don't know if he does, but I would assume he wants to win the Constructors' Championship here as well because it's Mercedes' home race. This is the Mercedes Grand Prix. It was. They sponsored the thing.
Okay, it's just some... Okay. Yeah, Forever Sin just replying to that comment. James is a safe bet unless he does a Bottas. Very true. Oh dear, the game's glitched.
Has it?
Apparently.
Do you have... Oh, it's happened again.
Yeah,
do you have
it's
grid?
Happened again. No, I don't have grid.
Wait,
actually, I do. I paused my stream.
Same, so have I.
No, never mind.
I've got the finishing order. I do have the finishing order.
Yeah, other people are disappearing.
Okay, so we will stay live, but
yes, everyone please leave.
Any drivers?
I'll put it in chat.
and I do have the full grid. So I will stare at this lovely German Grand Prix pit lane until this is fixed. So just to explain what is going on whilst Owen sorts out the situation. For some reason over the last few weeks, and it's been an issue for a long time now, but just it's got massively worse in the last few weeks, is a glitch where on the grid the game won't load. It won't load drivers onto the grid. Once they've all pressed start, they'll just be stuck loading. And I don't know what causes this. Some drivers are able to leave the grid, but not all. And there's been certain solutions thrown around, but I haven't found one yet that works for everyone.
There you go, quit. Everyone leave.
So here's a car that is able to currently drive.
I've been disconnected apparently.
Yeah, it says migrating host. So I just want to say now, whilst we still have connection, I'm
making a new lobby. Here we go.
And sorry, I don't know if we're still live or not. The game hasn't told me we're not yet. So I will say first that this, if we do stop going, because look, there's cars on the grid. There's cars lined up on the grid. There's a Ferrari, there's a Renault, and the Ferrari's got free movement on the grid. The Ferrari of Bogdan, that is, has got free movement on the grid.
Can I please create a login?
I'd have been kicked from it.
It's not me.
Yeah, those are watching, very sorry about this. If the stream does randomly cut out, we will try and get it back up and running, so stay around after it cuts out, because this did happen in the last race. And I missed that comment. I was looking at the Instagram. And you can now, I'll go over to the showroom and you can look at we'll have like some cars, shall we?
Trying to create the lobby.
Let's look at some F2. Let's look at some classic cars.
There we
so
go.
I'm just gonna commentate over some classic cars.
Let me just load this. Load save. Let's go to Germany.
Here we have the 1976 Ferrari and the 1976 McLaren, famously raced by Niki Lauda and James Hunt in the 1976 season in their battle for the championship. Sadly, it was the season in which Niki Lauda had his horrific crash, in which he was badly burned. However, it was also the year of his incredible comeback, where he managed to get back in the car, despite being in incredible pain, to continue his challenge to the championship.
I've never seen a lobby fill up so much.
I should probably accept the invite, shouldn't I? So that's your brief, very, very brief story of how the 1976 season went on. But just if you want to see the full season, sort of a film on it, Rush, very good movie. I recommend it highly. Good for even non-F1 fans. It's an amazing movie, and it's not like other motorsport movies where it's a documentary. It is a proper movie.
I hope they fix this issue in the 2020 game.
What should you? Sorry, I don't know who commented that, but I hope that they fix it in the F1 2019 game, because there's no way they can leave this. They can't get all the new games coming out in a couple months. They can't do that and leave this game. It's ruining league racing. It's terrible.
Okay, just some more drivers coming in. While we have people just picking teams and stuff. Yeah, Further Sin did make that comment and he's saying good point. 2 more drivers, I think. Oh, we need
Canyon.
Jono.
I don't know if you're still in the chat or not. If you are, just to say again that yes, I do have time to talk to you about the F2 F1 promotion system, and I'll give you some tips then. Because there's not many I can give. I'm not like great myself, but whatever I can do to help. I'm not going to turn my light on, so I'll be back in a very quick second.
Yeah, we've got 2 more people to just join, and that's Kyle. Oh no, Kyle's in. Now we just need Jono. There we go, Jono's in. While everyone's in, can I get the grid, please?
And I'm back.
Can you tell me the grid, please?
I can indeed. I'll have to go back to it, but I can tell you it.
Thanks. I think Colpo was first.
It was Colpo on pole. It was Manu second. It was Jarno third.
Jono third.
And I have the grid here.
Who was fourth?
Fourth, it was Branny. Now, I can't see who was in seventh. So skip seventh for now, and whoever's left, put them in there.
Wait, fourth was Branny. Fifth
was
who was
Timmy.
fifth? Yes.
Sixth was James. Now this means anyone can start on any tyres now, so sorry to the drivers who qualified onto the harder tyres, but that has put you at a disadvantage now. Well, it's put everyone at the same level.
Apparently Jono was second.
No, it was Manu second, unless he's improved. Sorry.
Wait, go to like the screen. Go to like
I am looking now. Yeah, Jono did go second. Sorry about that. Jono and Manu switched them places.
Yep.
That is my bad. Who's the game loaded
seven?
at the second.
I know you couldn't see seven. Who's eighth?
Eighth was Bogdan.
Bogdan. Where is Bogdan? There he is. Wait, yep.
Oh, I got seventh. It's Kyle. I managed to get to a screenshot where it wasn't. Yeah, sorry about the quality, guys. It's horrible, and I'm really not like, can't do anything.
Was Thomas next?
No, Thomas is down to 11th. So it's Bogdan 8th.
When he was 15th. Oh, wait, Bogdan.
Bogdan is 8th.
Bogdan
place.
8th.
9th is Forever Sin.
Yep.
10th is Fairs.
10th Fairs. Yep.
11th Thomas.
Yep.
12th it's Just.
Yep.
13th was Ivan.
Yep.
14th it was 14th was Godzilla. 15th it was Bunnies. 16th it was Reese.
Yep.
And 17th it was Josh.
Okay, yep. Got it. Confirm changes.
The current F2
Wait,
to F1
can I just
promotion...
confirm?
Okay, yeah, confirm it quickly with me.
So, Copo first, Jarno second, Manu third, fourth Branny, fifth Kimmy, sixth James, seventh Kyle, eighth Bogdan, ninth Forever Sin, 10th Fairs, 11th Ginger Thomas, 12th Just, 13th Ivan, 14th Godzilla, 15th Bunnies, V16th, 17th Josh M.
Correct.
Okay.
So we can get these guys to ready up. I'll quickly let them know.
Yeah. I'll tell them to ready up because I've now got access to the account. Yippee! Oh, now it's just reloading. This laptop is so slow.
Yeah, Velvet Canyon. The current F2 to F1 process is top 3 from F2 get promoted into F1, and the bottom 3 from F1 get dropped down into F2. So that's how it works. And actually, yeah, that's actually a good point. Those who qualified on softs, I think it is fair enough.
Oh, I need to set it to dry. Because it was
yeah,
dry.
set it to dry because that's what it was. Top 10. Top 10, everyone start on softs, apart
everyone
from Leon, James, and Fairs. And we're not going to enforce a quality ban, but we will give penalties. Yeah, should we say that?
Yeah, penalties. If you don't start on the right tyre, penalties. 10-second penalty. Oh no, 5. Should we say 5?
Oh no, we need to do a quality ban, because imagine the difference it's going to make in the race.
We are starting, Sylvia. It's just that we had a glitch on the game, and it didn't let us start the race, so we've had to do a custom grid. And it's really annoying. Come on, just start. Everyone ready up? 8 viewers now on Twitch. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Let's see.
I put
Okay.
it in the chat, but it's going to take a while. It's probably already loaded for other people, but it hasn't loaded for me because Instagram doesn't like me very much. And for some
Here
reason it
we
slows
are
down
going
my iPad.
on.
It's like it's in slow mode or something, but it isn't for anyone else, so it's just annoying. And they have had a chance to read the quality band for those in the top 10.
Yep. Who is the underdog in the race? Ferguson asked. I
Fair.
say.
Fair's the only other driver in the top 10 to qualify on the mediums.
The underdog for this race. I'm not 100% sure. I want to say Bogdan because he hasn't raced like in league for a long time, but I'm still not 100% sure. Underdog could be. Not 100% sure. I'd have to see the grid, to be honest, because.
So loading in, but let's see if it
Yeah,
works.
here we go. 3, 2, 1, come on.
Yes, it's loading in. And we're on the grid. Formation lap.
Yes,
Did
we're
you turn
on
formation lap
the...
on? Yes, you have.
Yay. A lot of people going in. Mine are going in AI for formation. Why can't I go into camera? Why can't I change camera? Oh, there we go. Here we go. Underdog for this race. Yeah, I'd have to go with Bogdan, I think, because he hasn't raced in the league for a while. He's only just came back.
Although he does have 6 points. And those 6 points do currently keep him out of the relegation zone.
Yeah.
By 6 points, actually. But maybe he could get ahead of the Toro Rossos. He's only, I think, 3 points off both of them. And his teammate, Godzilla. I mean, Ferrari doing much better in the Constructors' Championship than you expect, looking at their drivers. No offense to Godzilla and Bogdan, but they don't look like they deserve the good spot in the...
Well, to be honest, they've only had like one person half the season. So, the points they have got is very good for like one guy.
Some complaints from the drivers because someone pressed already up the second they went to the grid and they weren't all able to get their setups on.
Oh dear.
So sorry to
Can't
those
really
drivers.
give a penalty for
They
whoever.
want a restart. As there is a car who is...
We're not doing a restart only because they can't get a setup on.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry.
I will announce that now.
Apparently Bogdan's on mediums. Wait. Yeah, James is on mediums. Oh no, but he did also. Wait, what's happened to Kyle? What is Kyle doing?
I think he spun in sector 2 to 3.
Oh. Here we go, we have the grid reforming.
Another underdog could be Colpo. He's the lead driver on their strategy, so... So we're going to put position changed off the start. A gap to interval, and we'll change it to tyres after a few laps.
Kyle, today would be nice.
Yeah, Kyle, if you watch, he did this in Silverstone, where he deliberately slowed. That was in the race. That was, he deliberately went as slow as possible because he knew he couldn't get beaten. When everyone else had finished the race, and because he was on a lap ahead of those who had already crossed the line, he was good.
Here we are, the grid reforming here. Let's go to P1 to Colpo Grosso here. 3. Well, so far in the... Oh yeah, this year would be nice.
Will these lights be correct?
Please be not a glitch start. Oh no, there you go.
The revs rise and prepare.
On my screen, oh no,
lights out, and away we go.
Here we are.
Colpo with a good start. Jarno straight into the slipstream. It's 3 wide further behind James. Backs out of an possible overtake there on Kimi and Branny. He's got Kyle all over the back of him as the pack closes in now into the next corner.
Nice.
Oh, that's a massive dive. Big contact. James has been hit. James caught up in a massive crash, and that was caused by Forever Sin diving up the inside like he didn't. And that is.
And Thomas is.
It's just.
Thomas has spun. Thomas has spun.
We must have a safety car, surely. Because there's absolute carnage down at the middle sector there.
Oh my
As they now charge towards the hairpin. James caught up in an incident. Did he get wing damage?
Oh, how is there not a safety car? Justin's left so far behind.
As has anyone got wing damage? I'm sure James should have wing damage. As Miguel, just
Oh,
that little
Miguel's
bit too
running
late.
late.
Just a little bit too late. How has James got both
Yeah,
his end
Justin's
plates?
got wing damage. Thomas has got wing damage.
Okay. Just checking it's
No,
on because James was squeezed, really badly squeezed by Forever Sin. Well, it was Forever Sin who
I saw
caused it. He
that.
dove way up on the inside. As
Oh,
Jarno
no,
has the lead of the
Bogdan's-
race. Jarno does have the lead of the race. I
Bogdan's
assume he's done that
gone
into the
down.
hairpin.
Bogdan's
Very much
also
like the
got
Khan's
wing
behind.
damage. Kyle's gone down all the way to 11th.
I think Kyle might have been caught up in the incident.
This is very surprising. I'm not saying out, but Forever Sin in 7th isn't what you see every day. No offense, but
Yeah, but
you
that's
don't see that.
That's because, but he'll be getting a penalty. I'm almost 100% sure at the end of this.
Yeah.
Because his dive up the inside was, I mean, I doubt it's legal. It
Oh, he's
caused
dropped
massive
down to 8th
impact.
already. There we go.
I'm not definitely saying it will be penalised, but I'm saying it will definitely be reviewed.
Culper right up Rihanna.
They're so close into that hairpin.
Um,
But Fairs is now the lead medium tyre runner. Cotilla currently is in a net 3rd place. Just putting it out.
we have a message from Ginger Thomas. Giving up on league racing, goodbye.
It's good to hear
He's
he is
still on
motivated.
Yeah. At least he's still racing. So.
No, I don't. I think he's
Very
left.
motivational.
No, he is currently still racing. I think this is going to be his final race. Hopefully, he finishes the season. But yeah, he is on a controller, which has hurt him this season because he's had massive wheel issues. Jarno goes wide there at the final corner, but yeah. And Colpo currently taking the quickest lap of the race. As Jarno already with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Oh no.
Colpo still could be the underdog.
Yep, this top pack is very compact.
It's gone round. Colpo
gap.
spun. Colpo has spun it through turn 3.
Wait, did he spin it or did somebody? It was a contact.
I think it was. I'm almost 100% sure it was spun on his own. I didn't see the. I spun it again. He must be struggling with traction. He spun it again. As that's
He's
Kimmy up into
dropped
3rd
all the way
place.
down to 15.
As they race through towards the Mercedes grandstand. Kimmy up into 3rd place. We said he had been struggling. He's now up into 3rd, up into the podium spots. Back where he used to be.
I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently. Well, that's also very good from you, Thomas. He's saying might as well leave it in an AI. You've just got an overtake. Why are you giving up already?
Yeah, that's an issue. With some drivers, they give up too soon, and it costs them. As they're wheel to wheel now.
And he lost it. Okay, never mind.
And is he gonna chuck up the inside? Oh,
wait, throughout all of that, Colpo still didn't get any wing damage. Well, actually, no.
Yeah,
no
he spun it. It wasn't like spun to contact. It was just spun to on his own in the middle. And he didn't spin across the track. He spun to the side of the track.
Yeah.
As that's Thomas. As Thomas is off track. Does he have wing damage? Yes, he does. Missing his left end plate. And based off of his previous comments, this probably isn't going to end well.
Yeah.
As Reese wheel toward Bunnies into the hairpin and gets the position done there. Into 12th place.
Oh,
Will
and he's
Bunnies
gone
fight
wide
back?
into
He
the
is.
pits.
Will he retire the car on the pit lane, or is he just changing his wing?
Over 1 second gap.
As there we go. As it's wheel to wheel. As is there contact. There's contact. Major contact. Reese and Bunnies towards the Mercedes grandstand. Massive contact in the braking zone. Reese got both of them penalties for corner cutting. They collided as they went to the braking zone, and it pushed them both off track. And I'm surprised they didn't crash much bigger.
Kyle going into the pits there.
As Kyle very early pit stop.
Very early. Did he have
Onto
wing
the
damage?
mediums. That can't
Yes,
be a
he's
one-stop.
replacing his front wing.
Must be a 2-stop for Kyle then. Manu was very much complaining before this race about not getting a setup.
Kimmy going for the overtake on Manu, taking the inside.
He goes up the inside, Kimmy, into second place. Manu fights back. He's alongside only just not enough
And
to earn
Kimi got the
space.
better exit. Oh, what an overtake by Kimi there. Great overtake. See, this is what we mean by Kimi having the... He's just... This is the race. He's proved us wrong, saying that he's lost his touch.
And Manu very wide. Manu did
Yep.
not actually get a setup on, so he's probably struggling with maybe some oversteer, maybe some understeer. This is a very oversteery track with a stock setup. And Velvet Canyon, I'll answer your reserve driver is a driver who is racing in F2. And if a driver is missing from F1, so they can't make a race, then we bring them up. We do this for most races. We have been bringing Dammers up for a few races now to replace the McLaren driver, but we decided to stop that ahead of this race because he's been doing so many. It's like he's running in 2 separate series, and we don't want drivers to be running full time in both F1 and F2. Kimi originally started in F2, was in the first F2 round and dominated it. Although he wasn't necessarily the quickest driver. He got
DRS.
his main rival
Will he
spun
get
in the
up
first
to
race,
Kimi?
and his other and there's almost contact in the background as Branny and Fairs having a great battle at fourth place. Fairs is doing a great job, and Fairs is on for his first win. But will he do what he did in Austria? Will he do what he did in Italy? Which is mess it up. As Colpo charging back through the field, making a move on it. It's just a bit wide there. Able to keep it just about going there, out of the barriers, as it just does have some minor wing damage. Was that contact with Colpo, or was that something separate? Close battles on track as the Toro Rossos. Are they having a battle? No, that's just the game glitching. As there is a battle for third, as that is Manu into the pit lane. As it's all the leaders into the pit lane. Fairs, the net race leader, now is the race leader.
Manu with 5-second penalty speeding in the pit lane. Oh no.
As this race just got very interesting.
Yep.
As you have a yellow flag in sector 3, and that's a McLaren. It's Colpo, massively off.
Oh no.
And he has wing damage, and he's surely going to have to pit now. Probably wasn't in the lap anyway.
Jackson, you have the commentator's curse confirmed.
That's probably true.
Here we have a comment from Thomas. People don't know how to race. It's a effing joke.
Well, everyone else seems to be doing alright, so who knows. Kimi actually ahead of... Kimi just got ahead of Jarno. Kimi now the net leader of those who have pitted. So, when the other guys who... But everyone now has got one more stop to make. As far as I'm aware, everyone now has got one more stop to make.
Yep.
So Kimi is currently in a net 6th place, but if he can make this 2-stop work, he's in a net race lead. He's the leader. If he had made that move a lap earlier, he would be the leader of this race now. And the next F2 season, are we revealing that yet, or are we just when it starts, not where it starts?
Another comment from Thomas. Next season, I am not racing if people don't change how they race. Well, I'm sorry, but we can't just we can't say to people.
As a Toro
change
Rosso
how you...
of
Oh,
Josh.
and that's Josh.
And he's spun out of turn 1. Very easy to do.
Is he gonna retire?
I'm surprised more drivers haven't done that. As he reverses backwards, luckily he's ghosted, but that's very dangerous.
Yeah.
Luckily he hasn't caused another crash, because otherwise we would be definitely...
He's got M plate missing there. That's unlucky.
Owen, can I say when the next F2 season is starting? Not where, just when.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it'll be same as...
So, okay, so it will be 2 weeks this Saturday. So, after the final F2 race of the season, there'll be one off weekend, which will be the winter break sort of gap, that full week of non-racing. And then the next season
want to
will kick
move
off.
for Kimi, and he's got the lead. He's got the lead again. Gianna.
To be honest, it's not going to be the lead. It's as Thomas has left.
Yeah.
He definitely isn't happy with
well, anyway, as I was saying before, we can't just tell people to change how they race.
You can ask people to drive cleaner, but
we can't change it. We can't tell them to change how they race.
I mean, we can penalise it if we have physical evidence of people driving dangerously, doing something they shouldn't be doing. Then we can penalise it. but otherwise, nothing we can do.
Nope.
As Kimi
Yeah.
is behind Jarno. Will he go for the move? He's got the
DRS.
DRS. He's catching down the straight. Will he go to the
Very
inside? Will he go
quick.
to the outside? Jarno,
Oh.
where will he cover?
Going
Covers
for
the
the
outside
inside.
line. Kimi all the way alongside, on the brakes, and is ahead. But will Jarno get the better exit? Can he get back alongside? Jarno does. But who got the better
Yes,
exit?
he does.
Kimi got the better exit
My
and
God,
gets back ahead.
Wheel to wheel. Oh, he's backed out of that. That was good. Good
So
from
these guys
Johnny.
do have to pit again, just like the leaders. But they are on technically a quick. They will gain time on the leaders because they are doing a two-stop strategy because they qualified on the soft tyres. But Mano a bit wide there in the background, almost getting out into the gravel. The leaders so there's only 4 drivers now at the front of the pack on a one-stop strategy who are ahead of Kimi. And out of those, the ones that I expect Kimi will stay. Is Mano very even wider there through the final corner.
Carry on.
I think Kimi is close enough to get Ivan. I think he is close enough to maybe get Godzilla as well to get on the podium. And to be fair, let's actually have a look gap to the leader. He is 13 seconds off. So if he can gain 13 seconds on fares, then he can get the race win. If he can't, he won't get the race win.
And Jono making the move.
Back up the inside, nice and clean. Will he brake a bit too late? No, looks all good. Kimi, as he covers Kimi now. Kimi with enough slipstream. Maybe Kimi will go for the move into the next corner. Jono compromises this line. It's a flat out corner, so it shouldn't affect him too much. Will Kimi chuck his nose up? No, he won't. He decides to play it safe. As Colpo gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We'll see a lot of those in this race. So I've now got up the graphic that shows who has pitted and who hasn't. I'll leave this up until the current medium runners pit, so that you can see who's where. But just again, reiterate, everyone, as far as I'm aware, the 2-stoppers and the 1-stoppers, so those who have already pitted are on a 2-stop strategy. There's no way they can take those tires to the end. Those who haven't pitted yet, they're on a 1-stop strategy. So both strategies still have to make one more pit stop. Which is why this is going to be good. Sorry, Velvet Canyon, I don't see your messages immediately. Yeah, let's have a look at this. We currently don't know whether we'll be doing interviews or not. We are looking into it after our successful, well, in our opinion, successful James interview. Yeah, we will look into it, and as to how they will work, we'll decide that after we've decided whether we're going to do them. And we will include you in that decision making as a commentator. You are a crucial part of the team, and we'll keep you in decision making because after all, you're going to be the one that's commentating on it. So we're not going to leave you out of it. So yes, Kimi not able to make an overtake that lap around. Maybe he's dropping back from Jarno a bit. Not quite close enough to make an overtake. Maybe with the DRS he might be able to close back in. But almost a second, maybe even dropping out of that DRS by the time we come out of this final corner. And he's just about got it, the DRS. As John does set the quickest lap of the race, which explains why he's pulling away.
And he's got it again.
I think they all come under one detection zone. And let me just have a check. The first 2 DRS zones do. This one doesn't. And he will not get DRS.
No, he doesn't get DRS.
Yes, he does. How has he done that?
Oh, yes, he does.
That must have been by the millisecond that he'd got that in then. But way too far back for the go for the move anyway. So it didn't really matter. Just able to keep close enough to get the DRS, which will help him along. But the speed Giano is showing at the moment, it looks like he will be pulling away. They now got Ivan in their sights.
Look, I didn't want to put this. I didn't want to mention it because it's the stream, but that's just not right. So for the last few minutes, Ginger Thomas has been saying, "I've left chat. Don't add me back. I'm making my final position."
Sorry to interrupt. We have a spinner, and it is out of the race for Josh at turn 1. And I think he crashed and has voluntarily retired.
Anyway.
And please carry on.
I'm making my final decision at the end of the season if I stay or not. And then it's just put, this is completely false. No offense to Jackson, but Also, Owen, the way you speak sometimes when we're in a party, I feel like you think Jackson's more of a friend than me. So thanks about that. I'm sorry, but no offense, Jackson, at all. But
It's fine.
Jackson is a random person I found off the internet that to just commentate and just be friendly with. Doesn't mean that we're suddenly like immediate personal best friends at all. Because Thomas, you are the only person at school, to be honest, who just be friendly with me. Because all the other ones, all the other people at school, I know I shouldn't be saying this online and stuff, but they're not as friendly and nice as you to me. So you're my, like, main, well, not to be cringy, but main best friend. So if you think that this random guy off the internet is a better friend than you, then I don't know what's happened to your head during this quarantine.
As we get back to the racing now, James has pitted and has dropped down into 8th place now. Was he typing that in the Twitch chat?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. It's to respond to them. Yeah. I am random girl off the internet confirmed.
No, I don't mean to like be offensive at all, but
No, I understand. I know. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. As Jarno, as he made a mistake, as he is now behind both Kimi and Ivan. Is there almost contact there? Maybe was there contact? As Jarno has maybe pushed past Kimi.
Yeah.
Looks like he may have just
catched
Kimi's rear end, giving a bit of oversteer.
I was on board with Kimi, and it didn't seem like Kimi to do that.
Like it looked
he
like
just
he let him through.
let Jarno past.
And
we have a comment from Josh M. I'm effing stupid, spun again. F. F's in the chat for Josh. F's in the chat.
Yeah, Josh said, it's turn 1. I don't think anyone's ever really been able to take that corner.
There you go, and you've both pitted. Ivan's still needing to pit.
As Jarno to the inside line for 2nd place on Ivan, and he's got the lead of the race. He's taken the lead of the race away from Ivan, who is the last one stopper to pit. Kimi will want to try and get the double slipstream here, maybe go for the lead of the race. He's in the slipstream. He's got double slipstream. Will Ivan fight back? Ivan's going to fight back for the race lead. Jarno cuts across the front of him and brakes and stays ahead as Ivan does have some minor wing damage. Kimi right up behind Ivan, but not quite able to make the place. As behind them, it's wheel to wheel for 4th place between Manu and Fairs. Very aggressive driving, bumping all over the track. And Fairs does maintain, well, does stay in, or does get 4th place. I don't know whether it was overtaking for or defending, but he is in 4th place. And I would agree with Stickier Fawn 4 in the YouTube chat there. Replying to Velvet Canyon, who said, does everybody in F2 drive to get in F1, or is it just to compete? It is both. We're not like bothered if we're not like desperate, I don't think, to get into F1, but we do like we'd like F1's the bigger league. It's the one that's shown on both YouTube and Twitch, and is the larger sort of thing. And who is the leader of Torpedo League, as in who is the boss? The boss of Torpedo League is Owen himself, my co-commentator here today. And it was sort of a co-leader thing with his dear friend Thomas, or should I say was. But as Manu, not able to go for the move on Fairs.
Ivan pushing Kimi a bit off track.
Ooh. Kimi won't be happy with that. Kimi is a fair driver. No. He likes clean races. He won't like them if they're dirty. As Ivan does have wing damage.
We
he's
do
doing a good job.
have quite a large message from Thomas.
Okay, should we leave this one till after the stream, maybe after the last one? At least let's leave it until after the stream. As Kimi is on the back, because it's looking like a good race, and it's like the Australia race, is where we're ruining it by the comments.
Okay. Ooh. No.
As Ivan now does pit. Can I just add, James did actually change his wing when he pitted.
Yeah.
And I'm imagining Ivan will too. Fairs, how far off the lead is he? Fairs very close to the lead of the race, despite not needing to pit again compared to those in front of him. I think, let's look at the nearest driver who doesn't need to pit. Let's look at how long everyone's been on each tyre. I said that I was going to change it. Here. So, the next driver who, as I must say, as Bogdan retires from the session, and that is a on-track retirement out of the hairpin, that's a voluntary retirement. Giving up because they couldn't be bothered to carry on. Which is fair enough, he's had a bad race, and it's not the race you want to return to.
When you have a bad race, you want to give up, gonna give up.
Is the return of Torpedo Sings.
Yep.
As the gap, well, just to put it, let me just see what the gap is to leader. Currently, after all the two stoppers have pitted, the running order will look as follows. Fairs leading the race, James behind by about 4 seconds, Godzilla in third by 7 seconds off the lead of the race. Godzilla, a driver this season who has scored just, I believe it's 7 points, not only recently scoring points like in a big way, and only recently being able to challenge near the front, is currently on for a podium. Which, I'll be honest with you here, I didn't expect to be saying it today. Godzilla, it's amazing how he flips from racetrack to racetrack. He can go from being a solid point scorer to being a back marker, and now apparently to being a podium scorer. But we are a long way off. Yes, we do. Both of these are very intertwined, so we often do speak about F2 in the F1 streams. Not so much about F1 in the F2, because there is only the one stream for it, and that's on Twitch. And it's and I don't think it's anywhere near as followed as we are on YouTube and Twitch in the F1 League. Hopefully we can change that for next season. Maybe we'll get a bigger presence for the F2 League. As the field... As James fast lap the race, James will trying to get back into the fight here. I'm gonna leave it on the. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it back to interval so I can keep my eye out for any battles. Speaking of battles, Manu on the back of Fairs currently for 3rd place. Manu does have to pit again. Fairs does not. Wait, am I getting those confused? No, Fairs doesn't have to pit again. Yeah, I'm right there.
Sorry,
Manu is one of the 2 stoppers. Looking down the field, lots of big gaps in the field now, although we do have a closing battle here of Branny, as we have, actually no, yeah, it's Branny catching up to the back here of the battle between Manu and Fairs. Although Fairs doesn't look like he may be starting to pull away as his medium tyres are starting to die, which those 2 stoppers, it's hurting them. This strategy is hurting them. And we are glad, and we thank all the drivers for sticking with their quali tyres. They would have got a quali ban if they hadn't. So, you know, they didn't have much of a choice, but thank you for still doing it. As those...
We got Kimmy going into the pits.
So does Manu. Let me just have a look. What is the gap between... Okay, so the next hard runner it's just... Okay, so yeah, it will... no, Ivan, actually. Ivan won't be up at the front with the other 3 hard runners, which is a shame to see. Godzilla now up into 5th place, and he's actually on the joint freshest tyres of the top 3 on the hard runners, and that is joint with Fairs, as James pitted 1 lap earlier. As James, wheel to wheel with Branny, and ahead of Branny towards the hairpin, and has solidified that 3rd place position there, and is going to want to be on a charge to get... He's now only 1.5 seconds off Fairs. It was 1.6 now, as there's a battle for 6th place between Kyle and Kimmy. Kimmy does get ahead, and Kyle now on a charge on those fresh medium tyres. Kyle's been out for quite a while, and it hasn't been a great race for Kyle. Despite qualifying well, just hasn't had a great race. As now the battle for 10th place, Freverson and Colpo wheel to wheel. And Colpo takes the position away. Both of these guys on the same tyre, so this is a as the gap at the front is starting to grow between these front lines a bit. As Jarno in the pit lane, Fairs is now the leader of the race, and it is James second. I'm getting flashbacks here to Monza. So Fairs leads the race, James second, although Branny wasn't in third. Can I say, Monaco Grand Prix winner, Branny in third place at the moment. That just, I still can't get Monaco Grand Prix winner there, Branny. Yeah.
We get Colpo going into the pits. Yeah, let's go back up the field. And Manu overtaking Ivan. Here we are.
Oh, not another racing point battle like we had in Italy. Or their lack of battle in Monaco. It's Justin Colpo battling. It's just has, I think, got ahead of Colpo. Colpo's fighting back on the much fresher tyres. And Colpo's straight past down the straight.
Fairs can take these hards all the way to the end?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do. But the question is, can James get the lead of the race? And I don't know about many F2 drivers and F1 drivers that are close and talk to each other a lot. Personally, Kimmy and I, we started F2 together, and then we were Williams reserves together, and we fought for the Williams seat in F1. He got it, very close. My fastest lap was quicker, just putting it out there. In a 5-lap race this is, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, we do still speak about each other's, not like constantly, we don't speak in parties or anything, but we message each other now and again about how our races went, and congratulate each other on good results. But I don't know how many other drivers talk to each other between the leagues, although because their actual group chats are separate, so the F1 guys chat like in a group chat with the other F1 guys, and the F2 guys chat in a group chat with the other F2 guys. There's no crossover there. As we now have a battle at the lead forming. As, oh no.
Yeah, James was a DRS. Come on, James. I'm sorry, but I have to root for James. This is his home thing. I want him to win this race.
Fairs, it's the underdog.
Come on. No, come on, James. Alright, so this is like a commentator rivalry type thing.
Well, I don't think we probably shouldn't. But can I just say, we take a moment to remember Godzilla's chance at a podium, as he is now 1.1 second clear of Giano, who is on much fresher medium tyres. Godzilla, if you're listening, just hold on to the points, mate.
Yep.
Because I know he's in a battle with those Toro Rossos, and they are not having a great race here today. One out of them and the other in 12th. So just hold on to the points. As
James is on 1 lap older tyres though, so could that affect him?
It's James. No way is it going to affect him. As much as I want Fairs to win this, I think James got in the bag. He is such a good driver. I genuinely think he could have qualified safely in the top 8 positions on the hard tyres. He got P5 on medium tyres, whereas Fairs only got P10 on the medium tyres. So one driver here is very clearly quicker than the other. But that doesn't mean we won't have a good race.
No.
Because look at Italy. Those two went back and forth so many times. It was like Raikkonen and Hamilton in 2018.
Oh wait, no, I don't think so. Can't think. Oh my lord, wait. Is that right or not? I can't tell if Fairs is getting DRS or not. I don't think he is. No, he's not.
Although there is a lap car coming up of Reese, so
he could be getting DRS. That's what I was thinking. I thought he was getting DRS off the lap car.
You can get that, so yeah. Sorry if there's dog barking in the background. I don't know if there is or not. As battle for the lead now under half a second.
I think Fairs has got a setup on for more top speed, because
which is the opposite of what he did in Austria. And Austria had a cornering setup, from what I could guess.
Straight line speed.
Again, Velvet Canyon, I don't really know. I don't know how intertwined these guys are. As we do have blue flags now, Fairs will be getting DRS now. Yeah, I'll discuss it more with you after the race. As now, James probably won't have a chance here because Fairs has the DRS. So the cars do a little bump. There's like a bump right as they cross the DRS, which looks like as they hit the bump, it opens the rear wing. Just something interesting I saw then. Right under braking.
Oh my
Don't
god.
get much closer than that, do you?
Oh my god. He's got slipstream with him. Now. He must have slipstream. He must be catching a bit of... Oh my god, he's up to
close.
3 tenths away. 3 tenths away.
It's that dirty air that's going to be hurting him. So just like, round of applause for Godzilla, who is still somehow in 3rd place.
Yep.
He's doing a great job at the moment. I just hope he doesn't throw it away like he did in Barcelona.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't have a podium, then he had just solid points. Yeah, as both of us are English, we support the underdog, no matter what.
Yeah.
Actually.
Come on. Come on, James. He has to do it by now. He's got slipstream and DRS.
This is good to hear. Both top drivers, none of them have penalties.
Oh.
This is a pure race. There's no strategy to this, it's just wheel-to-wheel action. Honestly, if one of them had got a penalty in the next corner, that would literally be my commentating career over. Because the curse would be too strong. As James, he's at about the same gap, he just can't...
Justin's left.
And he is in 12th, so that's given Forever Sin 11th place. Kolpon, Kyle, and Ivan all having bad races.
Yep.
Actually, something we haven't spoken about for most of the race. Constructors' Championship, let's have a look at that quickly. Manu currently on for 8 points. Ivan on for 4 points, that's 12. To Mercedes, 18 points currently. Mercedes currently on for the Constructors.
Come on.
And that's with James in the second. So I know James wants to win his home race, but if you want to win the Constructors no matter what, I'd sit back. Although Manu and Ivan may be able to get more positions. Although Ivan is on the one-stop strategy. If Ivan's the only driver on the one-stop that's in sort of one of the top drivers who hasn't had a good race. He's down in 8th place. And you'd imagine those on the two-stop are going to be catching him. Carl's the next one to catch him. I don't know if he'll be able to catch the 8-second gap, but who knows. Gianna must be in lead and none when he's behind Godzilla. There's no way he's on much fresher medium tyres. He's not able to catch. I mean, he was battling Kimi hard when they were on equal tyres.
I'm sorry, he's got solid ERS to think. I think that's like 40 or something, 50%. I think he's just gone up to 60 after that braking. But wait, how much ERS? Well, Godzilla's about on the same as well. I don't know.
Just looking at the leaders quickly, James much more ERS than Fairs has at the moment.
Oh yeah, that could affect him later in the race, Fairs.
It could affect him now. Does he have enough? He's gone into low down the straight. He's in none. You have to put it into overtake down this straight. James up in hot lap, burning all his DRS. He's got DRS. This is going to be it. James in the slipstream, overtake mode engaged, DRS engaged. Fairs Fairs in none ERS. James to the inside, no. And he's almost hit the back of him then.
He backed out.
This battle is so close. I think James knows that he has the ability to. He just needs. He's in none and he's got 60%. Fairs still in high with 25%. Every single lap that goes by, Fairs is just
I need my
losing
telemetry
more
on. I haven't got it on, but I'm having it on.
Does I say DRS or ERS then? I think I might say DRS. He's not losing DRS because he never had it. Or since lap. But actually, speaking of that, back marker coming up, I think. And it's the back marker of actually his teammate. It's Just is coming up. What will happen now? I mean, It's Just isn't actually there, but as Ivan has left the
Ivan's
session.
left.
Oh no, I know what's happening.
Fez hasn't got DRS.
Can I just quickly say, I believe, sorry for those drivers who are not able to, are starting to leave. But I think F1 servers, well not the servers themselves, but the F1 connection might be starting to go a bit wobbly again. They did this in an earlier league race.
Oh my lord!
Hopefully
James,
the commentators can last till the end.
He's gonna do
James,
he's done it!
To the outside, he's got the position. Into the lead of the race, of his home race. Puts Fez down into second.
He's done it. With
Fez,
over
another race winner.
Double ERS as well.
Just say, for the first time in Fez's F1 career, he has lost the lead of the race, not by crashing, which I think is good of him. Yeah.
Okay.
Second place.
I'm gonna check if any of them got warnings. Oh, James is on the edge. He's got 2 warnings. Fez,
yes to Velvet Canyon. It's Fez made a mistake.
Fez has got a penalty.
Fez has
also got a penalty as well. Oh.
But look at the gap.
Oh.
Look at the gap down to Godzilla.
Yeah,
so we'd like to congratulate James on his 8th win of the season. Very strong drive at his home race. To be fair, there is only 5 laps left. As let's look further down the field, as Colpo has got up ahead of Ivan, who is dropping down the order. As Ivan is back, and he's lost so many places after leaving, and the fact he's been able to rejoin.
Hopefully, he can get back into the take control thing. Hopefully, he knows how to do that. Please.
Godzilla is. Oh no.
Does he know?
I think I found out why Godzilla may be doing a bit better. I think I found what Jarno is saving. Actually, speaking of saving, Kimmy all over. I mean, I don't know why I said speaking of saving. It's nothing to do with saving. Let's redo that one.
Wait, is he saving fuel?
I think Jarno is, but just unrelated to saving. I don't know why I said speaking of saving. Unrelated to saving. Kimmy all over the back of Jarno. Has Jarno got a problem? Kim, let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna check
damage?
Jarno with penalties. Has he got any?
Jarno has wing damage.
He has. He's got 2 penalties.
Ooh.
He's got 2 penalties.
Does actually?
Kimmy, is he?
I mean, crucially,
Kimmy has no penalties at all.
Oh, Godzilla, no. You've got 3 penalties. That's not. Let's assume they're all 3 seconds. That's 9 seconds.
Branny with a few penalties as well.
Godzilla, you could have had the podium. Looks like Kimmy could be on for a podium here then. Does Kimmy have any penalties?
Kimmy does not.
So Kimmy currently in a podium position. And literally the weekend that we say he's losing his form. And he's all over the back of Jarno. Will he go left? Will he go right? He goes to the left, goes to the outside. Into the hairpin. He brakes a bit later. He's got the outside line. They're wheel to wheel.
Oh!
Forced to slide it off track. And he's got the position.
He's got it.
Up into 4th place, which will be a net 3rd by the end of this. I thought Jarno was going to go for it there. As It's Just is back in now.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, actually, can we blame Godzilla lose penalties on Sticky Fawn? Because he had literally just said Godzilla in P3 is impressive. For now saying, never mind, lol. So, definitely, definitely Sticky Fawn's fault.
Yeah.
And Sticky Fawn, is this the actual Sticky Fawn that racing the F2? Or is this the fake again? That's just your mate. Because you said earlier
is it called Sticky Fawn or is it called Dammers?
It's Sticky Fawn 4, which is the exact name of his old PS4 name.
Oh, I don't know.
But earlier he did refer to himself as an F2 driver.
I think Kimmy's wanting to catch up with Godzilla so he can get the DRS to escape Gianna.
Which at the moment is proving difficult. Gianna is all over the back of him, despite having wing damage. Staying behind through here. It is the real one. So my F2 rival. As long as you don't get promoted. If you get promoted, hasn't updated his YouTube name yet. Yeah, if you just don't get promoted, if you don't get promoted, we'll have a great battle next season. Me, you, and Olavmol will have a great F2 battle next season for the championship. So yeah, so just don't get promoted. You know, just leave Robert in there.
Oh, apparently Justin got kicked out.
Yeah, but he's back in now, I believe.
Is he?
It said he rejoined.
On mine,
but
he's
he's not
still
in his
ghosted.
car. It's just if
Wait,
if
is
you're
Ivan
watching,
in his car yet?
he
No, he's
rejoined
not.
and he's not. That's weird.
No.
It said they both rejoined.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. I assume they don't know how to take control.
To get back in your car, go to the spectator menu, select your car there, then click on it, press X on your name, and then go down to take control. As my throat is starting to die.
Yay.
The thing about Wednesdays, for those that haven't heard of the Soft Tyres F1 League, I commentate 2 leagues back to back on a Wednesday evening. So I did have a quick drink in between, but clearly it wasn't enough. But that doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. Yeah, yes indeed, 64, now you do have an excuse if you don't make a top 3. You're deliberately doing it so that you'd have to... Oh, it's Giano very wide.
Oh,
and
very
he's
wide.
just
And he's
given
outside
Kimmy
of
that
the
solid 4th place.
Yep.
Yeah. Despite having a throat that hurts a lot, I'm still very much loving this race. Despite it quieting down a bit now. But you know, I don't mind that. When I did my first 2 races, didn't like that when it quietened down. I really didn't like that. But now that I do the race highlights, I love a bit of peace and quiet. It gives me a bit of as we are now on the last lap, by the way, so it's not that quiet. But this race, may I say, has flown by.
Yeah, how's that?
Unlike some other races we've done this season. But as we go to the leader of the race, sorry everyone. So, James, around the final corner to take his 8th win for Mercedes in Torpedo League. And with that, takes the Constructors' Championship for Mercedes in the German Grand Prix. Domination at its finest.
Get in there, Lewis. Sorry, I know that joke's been used already.
Yeah. As we'll quickly run through the order. Fair's second. Kimmy does get the podium. Come on there, Kimmy. Godzilla 4th. Amazing result for Godzilla. That's 12 points. I believe that does put him up ahead of... It will definitely put him ahead of both Toro Rossos. And probably another few positions. And we'll discuss that tomorrow when we have a party call. F1 race every Wednesday and Saturday. F2 is currently every Saturday. So that has been a very good race.
Ferguson does actually get points.
Does it? That is good. That'll put him ahead of his teammate. Those two are in a battle in the championship.
Yep. Or he gets a point. Like I did in the Soft Tyres League, which I raced in.
Yeah,
I battled it last.
On the make-up for shouting out the Torpedo League in Soft Tyres F1 League, go check out the Soft Tyres F1 League. Find them. Just look up Soft Tyres F1 on Instagram for a fantastic F1 fan account, or find them on YouTube for the first league event. The first league event ends rather abruptly on YouTube because there was a servers issue with F1. Loads of people were getting kicked from it. Although there was a good solid finishing group. So the championship standings will be on Soft Tyres F1's Instagram page, and of course therefore they will be the race results because, you know, first race of the season. So yeah, that has been the penultimate round of.
Just some last
Okay, you
minute
finish.
comments. Sorry to from Forever Sin. Sorry to James at the beginning. I missed my breaking point. I didn't mean to punt James and the other guy. I hope it isn't penalty worthy. It might be. And then Thomas saying you did the same thing last
for the
year.
win. So as soon as it hasn't affected either of their races, then as long as they don't, as long as it hasn't affected their races, then I think we'll let you off.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the second time. Yeah, it's the second time you've gone wildly up the inside. So just be very careful on early stages of the race.
Yeah, it does show how James is, how good James is. It does.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, come on, please. Alright, I'm sorry, but one more comment to make it 9 comments, please.
I don't know how many comments I have.
Just one. Just one. Please, just one. Yes! Yes!
Now, I would appreciate if someone else now comments to make it 70.
No, don't even dare. Okay, I'm gonna, no, I'm ending it now because it doesn't cut. Okay, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
There,
now, I'll say goodbye to YouTube in a much more civilized way because I can't actually see how many comments I got because the PS4 and because it just doesn't work. But I'd like to thank everyone for watching this. It was a very good race around Germany today, where Mercedes took the Constructors' Championships at their home event, something I doubt they'll do in real life. Yeah, thank you everyone watching. Find Torpedo League on Instagram, Torpedo League. Find myself on Instagram at Commentator Jackson. And unless you have anything to add, Owen? Have anything else to put on the end of this? So, until next time, goodbye.